This is Matt from the Dice of the Round Table. Thanks for tuning into this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to know when new videos come out, as well as check in the description and you'll find our links to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So check us out there as well. So what is this video going to be? This video is going to be my first impressions, thoughts on that Monsterpocalypse. Monsterpocalypse, this is not a review because I want to play it more. I haven't played with all the buildings, and I don't feel like I can give it a good, honest opinion as far as all the nuances in the game. I have all the current guard units for the protectors. My son has some pterosaur units, and we have a little bit of the destroyers. We got the starter set, and that's it. So I feel like I can give my first impressions, which I really wanted to get down because, I'll be honest, Monsterpocalypse was on my radar, and then it was off my radar. And I saw it when it got released, and I was looking at it, I'm like, that looks cool, the models look interesting. But what about that gameplay? I was really not sure about the gameplay. So someone had the sets, and they're like, hey, let me try it with you. We tried it. My son tried it. He was like, okay. My son won, so he was happy. But we weren't over the moon with it. And let's fast forward to 2020. Wow. Got the rule book in my own hands. Got to play with it. Because my son really wanted like Pacific Rim, more monsters, but Pacific Rim didn't have the monsters available. They're just not there for you to buy. He doesn't have to paint the miniatures, which is what was a big perk for him. But Monsterpocalypse had lots of variations, so he's like, I want to buy some. He spends some money, bought the destroyers, the pterosaur, and some units. I bought the protector starter and the strike fighters, and then I ended up getting the exo armors. So what it is a dice management, dice pool type game, because you got to manage your dice and your unit activation. So you only get 10 action dice that are white. When you activate a unit, spawn a unit, you have to pay a dice. You shift the dice from the unit to the monster pool. You can't activate units or monsters unless you have dice. So you have to shift these dice back and forth. If you want an attack, well, it tells you how many is the maximum white action dice you can spend. If you don't have enough, you can spend what you have, or you can spend as little as you want. And as little as you want. So you got to control. Can you activate your monster phase twice in a row? Yes, but you're always going to start with the units. And that's where it got really interesting after actually getting some plays of it with my son. I was sitting there looking at the board, and I'm like, man, this is like chess. I got to get myself set up for the 1, 2, or even 3 or 4 turns ahead, because you can manage it where I can activate my monsters twice. But do I want to? I want to bring you to me. Maybe I don't. I want to go after you. So I really just spending some action dice to move and saving the dice in the monster pool so I can attack. So maybe I'm just spending 1 to move. Spend another turn just moving. Now I'm going to wallop you. The red dice, blue dice are totally different. So my initial thoughts are, wow. I am very impressed with what Privateer Press has done with this. I don't know anything about first edition, so I'm not even going to compare. I enjoy the ability for me to paint my own models. I know the other version was like a collectible thing and pre-painted some aspects. This game is really much deeper than I thought, especially when you get into the building aspect just out of the rulebook, where you can bring buildings that give you bonuses if you secure them, unit placement. Oh my goodness, if you have not checked out Monsterpocalypse, really consider it. It's got a lot of depth, it's got a fun theme, and I'm going to give it a better deep review after I get into some of the list building aspects with the units. But you can tailor what units you take, you can mix and match the Godzilla pterosaurs with the guard robots, with the the different protector factions. The destroyer factions can intermix. You can play with up to 3 monsters per side. We have not done that yet. This is just 1-versus-1 monsters with a handful of units. But yeah, check it out. Monsterpocalypse. It is fun. You can get serious. You can get tournament level. The rule book's very clear on the order of process, so you know what goes before what, so you can check it out. Because sometimes the order of a turn does matter, especially tournament level games, and this has it. Privateer Press, you really did a great job. So, first impressions, Monsterpocalypse. Check it out. What do you think? Did you try the first edition you're holding off? Is the theme the problem? Put in the comments below. What's stopping you from checking out this game?